journey has been worthwhile because of your support. Thank you so much for all the support since we began our daily countdown to the kickoff of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. Of course, having done with looking at the daily preparation of all the 24 teams, we will now be scrutinizing the chances of all the 24 teams in each of the group. Yeah, that is what we'll be doing for the next few days. And we will be capping it up with something that I wouldn't be telling you now, but something that is very, very beautiful. On that note, welcome to Sport Africa once again. My name is Asha Femi, James Agrebi, and Kado Gundari. They are here. And guys, once again, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Femi. We count down. We cannot wait for the AFCON to start. The fever is already spreading, and I like the fever on Sports Africa.
Was a wonderful ride doing the countdown, and we're into another chapter now. And as usual, we always give our viewers the best, so they should always expect the best from us.
All right, okay. So please, our subscribers, please don't just come and view. Please subscribe to this channel, because, like we told you, we've not even begun the journey yet. No. The journey has not begun. We are just trying to get started. Okay. Today we'll be looking at Group A, certainly. And first of all, I think you're aware of the fact that CAF has increased the prize money from 4,000 by 40% to about $7-point-something million now for the winner. That's a lot of money. So that will tell you that teams will intensify their preparation now. But that is a lot of money. I'm not sure you even get that for FIFA, except you get to maybe knockout stage or even the quarterfinals of the FIFA World Cup. Okay, guys, let's get started. Group A is going to be the battle of their lives for Guinea, Bissau, and of course Equatorial Guinea. Looking at the host, they won the title for the first time in 1992. Talking about Cote d'Ivoire now, because we just have to give them that recognition, so to say, and start with them. Beating Ghana. Then it took them 23 years later to win the title once again. Kyle, they are going to be under a lot of pressure. And would you say that they will be the favorite to get out of Group A? Let's look at the chances of Cote d'Ivoire very quickly in Group A.
Thank you, Femi. I think, and I've said this severally, hosting is a two-edged sword. It could be a blessing or a burden. You could host and you go on to win, like we saw with South Africa. That's, for me, in AFCON history, the most massively supported host country that went on to win. We saw that in South Africa in 1996. And then in 1990, just 2 years previously, we saw how, Tunisia just melted at home under enormous pressure. They had like one of the best goalkeepers. They had one of the top strikers in Fauzi Rosi. But at the end of the day, they couldn't even get out of the group. Over the years, we've seen host countries go as far as the semifinals, like we saw Equatorial Guinea in 2015. Who would have thought they would go that far? We saw Burkina Faso in 1998. They went as far as the semifinals because they were hosts. So, of course, you can also talk about the traditional teams, the Nigerian team that went as far as the final when they co-hosted in 2000, when they hosted alone in 1980, they won the trophy. So now it will be remiss if we do not think that Ivory Coast are a credible threat to other teams in the group. Of course, they will have the backing of their fans, but it is in the quality of their squad I have a problem, Femi. I looked through that team, and I am sure that they have not properly gotten over the golden generation that just left. Didier Drogba, Kolo Toure, Yaya Toure, Gervinho, and all of them, Salomon Kalou, and all of them, they have not gotten over that properly. I think they are a lightweight team. What I expect to push them through over the line now will be the support of the home fans. Hopefully, we hope it's not going to be the other way around, because in Africa, I don't like host countries leaving the competition early. Because once they do, the interest of the home fans just go down. You find out that you just see 2,000, 1,000. And the beauty of the game is to have a full house, Femi. As long as the host is still in the competition, it will keep assuring that there will be a full house every game they play. But if they get knocked out, no, they won't. But if you ask me the chances of Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, I beg your pardon, I would not put them in the semi-finals.
Wow.
Yeah, I will not. But
Okay.
they are surely going to get out of the group, probably as
Okay,
group
Kari,
leader.
1 minute. Okay, 1 minute before I let you go. Don't you think that for the fact that they do not have the big names, because the big names actually put you under a lot of spotlight. The fact that they have players who are under the radar, don't you think that would give them some advantage because they could just score surprises?
Yeah, Femi, I tend to agree with you in some cases, but then you need leaders on the pitch. They do not have a Yaya Toure, they do not have a Kulu Toure, they do not have a Didier Drogba who could inspire them to victory. Now they have good players, no doubt about it. I'm not going to talk down on their team, but do they have the players who could rise up to the occasion when things are not working? Do they have the player that will stand up, take the game by the scruff of the neck, and go at it? You remember Solomon Kalou in 2008, their first game against Nigeria, when everything was looking like it was going to end in a draw, he took the ball and went through like 4 Nigerian players to score a goal. That was the goal of the only goal of the game. So do they have players like that? Of course, they will have players who could, in their moment of brilliance, do one or two things.
Brilliant.
But can they do it consistently? Femi, you cannot do this as a one-off. You need to be very, very consistent. Do they have that? I do not think so.
Okay. James, over the past 48 hours, before Victor Osimhen at camp yesterday, he's faced a lot of questions. People have been asking, where is Osimhen? Where is Osimhen? Even newspapers in Italy have been asking where Osimhen has been, because he was given a day off by Napoli so that he could join the national team early. But at least yesterday, he arrived at the Eagles camp in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. James, Nigerians are 3-time winners. If that is to go by, they have the advantage over every other team in the group, because Cote d'Ivoire have only won it twice. Then Guinea-Bissau and Equatorial Guinea, they've not even gone through the tournament before, or the final before. What do we expect from the Super Eagles, James? I know you have a lot of skepticism, but what do you think we should expect from the Super Eagles, very quickly?
Yeah, Femi, it's difficult to come out and say this is what I expect from Super Eagles, because this team they don't really give you that confidence. They don't really give you that hope, something to hold on to, that this team will go far. We've seen them in a couple of games, and just the World Cup qualifiers, you also what happened. I mean, you cannot beat Lesotho right here in Nigeria. Then we are now struggling. The good thing is, fine, it's still the early stage in the qualifiers, so maybe they can turn this around. But Femi, I cannot confidently come out and tell you that this team will do this, will do that. There's a campaign, like you all know, let's do it again. Femi, I'm not part of the people who are following this let's do it again campaign. I'm telling you, I don't have any confidence in this team, Femi. Fine, we have the Iranian African football.
Anti-patriotic.
Femi, yeah, I have to be realistic. You've seen Super Eagles in the past. I'm not trying to compare, but Femi, this team lacks a lot of things. Fine, they have one of the best attacking strike force going to this tournament. But Femi, your attack alone cannot win you tournaments. You need a very sound goalkeeper. You need solid defense. The midfield must be well coordinated, and your attack. I mean, the 1994 squad. I mean, people always make reference to it. We had Peter Rufai, we had Uche Okechukwu, Ben Iwa, Otini Guavon. We had a young Sunday Olise, young Austin Okocha. We have the gangling late Rashidi. Everywhere was loaded. Even the team that won it in 2013, they had a very experienced Vincent Yama. There was a mixture of both experience and young players, with the likes of Emeka Lobi, Joseph Yobo, Vincent Yama. So, I mean, when you look at this team, fine, they've come a long way somehow, but Femi, they don't inspire confidence. I'm telling you, I know that.
But you expect them to get out of the group,
they will qualify from the group. But Femi, from the round of 16, Femi, that's where my fear will be kicking. I'm telling you, because I've seen this team, they don't inspire me at all. Maybe they can go all the way to the semi, fine. But if you come out and ask me, Femi, I'm not confident in this team.
Okay. A lot of people have actually said that the Super Eagles perform better when you don't expect them anything or much from them in the tournament. Kayode, let's talk about the Equatorial Guinea. The fourth AFCON appearance, first in 2012. The best result was the fourth place when they hosted in 2015, and now they Guinea-Bissau and Ivory Coast, they are going to be having a massive support. And thinking that the last time Equatorial Guinea has this kind of massive support, they got to the last four. Would you say that this could play out in their advantage because they will be motivated, they will be in good spirit? So meaning that they could be banana peel for teams like Super Eagles that James has said you can't really expect much from the Super Eagles.
To be honest, Femi, the team has an outside chance of getting out of the group, qualifying from the group, because traditionally the Super Eagles start slow in competitions. So if they could seize advantage of that to get maximum points, or even if it is 1 point against the Super Eagles, and they take their chances against Guinea-Bissau, they could hypothetically get out of that group as one of the best third positions, or even second in the group. So, but what would count most for them is how they start the competition. They have to hit the ground running. If they're able to do that, make sure they do not lose their first game. If they escape a defeat in their first game, then it is a toss-up between them and what do you call it? Equatorial Guinea,
Guinea-Bissau.
If they're able to do that, there's nothing stopping them from qualifying from that group, because Nigeria would do not traditionally start firing on all cylinders. We grow gradually. Nigeria grow gradually into games. So if these guys are able to take that advantage against the Nigerians, then I see them going through in that group, whether as second place behind the host country or even as one of the best third finishers. But it is the possibility.
Okay, I would like to put you and James on the top spot before we leave. Yeah, James, I don't know why I'm throwing Super Eagles related question to you today, but let's look at Guinea-Bissau. Of course, this fourth appearance, first in 2017, their best result was, the knockout in the group phase. They've not gone beyond the group phase, and making it out of this group is going to be maybe the ninth wonder of the world, right? But they showed that they could actually spawn surprises. Remember, they beat the Super Eagles in Abuja during the qualifiers. James, this could be there could be an underdog. There could be a dark horse in this group, right?
Yeah, I'm not ruling them out. The good thing is 3 teams can also qualify from not all the groups, but some groups, which they stand a chance also. I'm saying all this because of the kind of Super Eagles team that we are going to present. It's such an imbalanced team. So, and even the hosts too, you all know that they will be under pressure. So if teams like Guinea-Bissau can capitalize on this, their first game against the host, if they should get something out of that game, Femi, I'm telling you, there's no stopping them. If they escape, even if they get a draw in that game, Femi, I'm telling you, they are going to do everything possible, because these are the kind of things that they are so well organized. So they have a good coach in what you call Thompson Field. He's somebody who has an idea of how African football is. So I know that
it's vastly experienced.
He doesn't have all the superstars, but Femi, the danger in playing against teams like this is they are well coordinated. They don't know who to look out for. So Femi, I'm not tipping them out. One of the whipping boys in the group. I'm tipping that one of the teams that can shock everybody in that group and qualify.
I totally agree with you. And of course, if you've noticed that the information that CAF has been putting out, Group A has had the most ticket sale of all the matches that they have won, particularly Guinea-Bissau and Equatorial Guinea. The ticket, according to CAF, has almost been sold out. Then Super Eagles against Cote d'Ivoire almost sold out. Cote d'Ivoire against Guinea-Bissau, Equatorial Guinea. So that tells you that Group A is going to be an interesting matchup for all the games. Now, James, before I let you go, quickly give us the pecking order in Group A. First team, second team, and perhaps who is going to qualify as the third team. I wouldn't say Equatorial Guinea or Guinea-Bissau, so I leave that to you.
Wow, these are very tough. Okay, let me see. I'll go with the hosts. Finished off.
So Cote d'Ivoire will finish ahead of Nigeria?
Yes.
I'm taking notes of your prediction. So after all the matches in Group A, we are going to come back to it. Okay.
Yes. Let me say, okay, Super Eagles, because of that element of surprise. There's already this belief that the Super Eagles, when you least expect, So that's what I'm banking on, that element of surprise. That's why I will
So
put them in second.
you're changing your
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to be realistic here. So I'll give them that because that element of surprise. Second, then Equatorial Guinea. It's a tough one between them and Guinea-Bissau, but I think I will go with Equatorial Guinea. Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria,
Okay, so
Equatorial Guinea, then Guinea-Bissau.
Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea. Okay. So remember that Nigeria will play Equatorial Guinea first in the first game, that is on January 14th. Then Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea-Bissau, that's on January 13th. Kyle, let's have your order before we shut down for today.
Yeah, I slightly disagree with James about the third position. I agree with him that Ivory Coast should take this group. Nigeria will come in second, and I think I'll give Guinea-Bissau a slight edge over Equatorial Guinea. I expect them, because what will matter ultimately will be the head-to-head between both of them. Who gets to win that? And I think Guinea-Bissau will just edge that game between them. So I will put Guinea-Bissau in third place and put Equatorial Guinea in last. Whether the third position will now be enough for Guinea-Bissau to go through, I cannot say for now, but I think they will come in third.
Okay, so I've taken your predictions. Then after all the matches in Group A, we'll be coming to that. There's so much to fight for. $7 million. It will be $7 million. It's biggest.
It's not pocket money,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, of course. So it's the biggest money CAF has put on the ground for this tournament. So all the teams will be going to war. I'm sure the FA must have told the guys, $7 million, go to Ivory Coast and die. Then when we come back, we're gonna be partying. James Agrebi and Kyle, thank you so much for your analysis on the show today.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you, Femi.
So tomorrow, of course, we'll be going to Group B when we're looking at the chances of Egypt, Ghana, and all the other two teams. It's going to be battle royale in that group. I'm sure Ghana, they have a score to settle with Egypt. Remember the 2010 finals? So the Black Stars might be looking to take their own pounds of flesh back. We'll see you tomorrow. Please don't forget. Don't just view our videos. Please subscribe. We thank you so much for all the support so far. But please subscribe. We'll see you all tomorrow. I remain Shalolo Afemi. God bless you.